I have another question, and it's about the bringing in of the angelic and the human coming together. And it was that I was realizing, like,
Just hold the mic on your... there
that
you
I was
go.
realizing that with my basic having been an elf, and I heard a friend of mine was really high initiate, but had been a king of the Devic kingdom, and he was here, and then, you know, in the last class there was an archangel in the class, and I'm wondering how many of us have been assigned as, you know, with those parts of us that have come in remembrance that are like part of bringing that kingdom together. Am I making that up?
You're not making that up at all. I think that's completely accurate as far as I'm aware. And I would say most, if not just almost everybody who's attracted to our classes would be part of that action.
Okay.
And what's the value of that? I do like to remind people that, yeah, it's cool to be aware of archangels and the high angelic, but it's really not, to me, the value is not, yeah, it's great to be part of that action, but to me the value is really completely about expedited God consciousness. Because who really cares if we're hanging out with an angel or a dev or an elemental or whatever? But it's, you see, so in the angelic, they take us, just like you experienced just, you know, when we're doing the meditation, they take us into that expanded, did you experience that with that archangel, that expanded consciousness, that divinity?
Yes.
That's the values. They take us into, they give us a shortcut, an uplift, right? And we learn that absolute surrender, and that, see, an angel never forgets the Lord until they become an archangel and they learn free choice. So we're born in absolute free choice. They're born in absolute surrender. We evolve to absolute surrender. They evolve to free choice.
Got it.
So as the two become one, that's expedited God consciousness. In the elemental, they're in a collective consciousness. They evolve to individuation. Like you think of dirt, that's a collective consciousness. It evolves to the logos of a planet. That's individuation. We're born in individuation. We evolve to the awareness of collective consciousness. We're all one, right? So how does it assist us to be aware more of the elemental kingdom? Collective consciousness. How does it assist them? Individuation. You see, expedited God consciousness. That's the value.
So as I start knowing God consciousness, then those parts of me that maybe have been elemental in the past are getting that training also, or that
Well,
kind of
it's
idea?
more that those parts of you that have that acumen in the elemental, now you get to share all that acumen in the elemental with all the acumen in the human, and be aware of the consciousness of God in a more expedited, easier, more natural, effortless way.
Yes.
Make sense?
Thank you.